felt unending, with worn-out boots and weary eyes, chasing dreams through dust and thunder beneath uncertain skies. There were days I questioned everything, and nights I feared the dawn. But somehow every broken mile kept gently pulling me along. The wind can bend the tallest tree, but it can't steal its destiny. The road still leads to home. The road still leads to hope. Though my heart has known the rain, I still believe and cope. The road still leads to home. The road still leads to hope. Every step of faith I take reminds me I'm not alone. I met strangers who became friends, and valleys that became my home. I learned that every winding road can teach a heart to grow. The mountain never moved for me, so I learned how to climb. And every scar I carry now is proof that I survived. The darkest sky I've ever known still made room for morning's glow. The road still leads to home. The road still leads to hope. Though my heart has known the rain, I still believe and cope. The road still leads to hope. The road still leads to hope. Every step of faith I take reminds me I'm not alone. I don't need to know tomorrow to keep walking on today. The one who paints the morning sky still knows the narrow way. The road still leads to hope. The road still leads to hope. Even when my strength grows weak, grace helps me carry on. The road still leads to hope. The road still leads to hope. One more sunrise, one more prayer, one more reason to believe. The road still leads to hope. The road still leads to hope. The sun breaks through the morning mist, and hope is waiting just beyond the hill. If you enjoy our songs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. May God bless you. There were seasons cold and lonely, when my heart was full of doubt. I kept searching for tomorrow, if today was where we now. Every road looked a little longer, every hill a little high. Still I heard a quiet whisper, don't give up, just keep the climb. The storm can shake the tallest pine, but it cannot stop the sunshine. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. When my strength is almost gone, I don't walk alone. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. Through every tear and every trial, it leads me on. I've seen rivers change their courses, I've seen winter turn to spring. I've watched broken hearts discover life can bloom again. Every scar has told a story, every prayer's left a light. Now I know the darkest valley cannot steal the morning bright. The road may twist, the wind may blow, but grace will never let me go. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. When my strength is almost gone, I don't walk alone. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. Through every tear and every trial, it leads me on. If tomorrow brings another mountain, I'll keep climbing one more day. For the hands that held me yesterday will never fade away. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. Every sunrise tells my soul there's beauty still to come. Faith carries me home, faith carries me home. And every step I take in trust becomes a victory song. Faith carries me home. Faith carries me home. The morning breeze begins to sing, and hope awakens with its wings. Yesterday tried hard to break me, with a burden hard to bear. Every road was filled with questions, every prayer became a tear. But the night could never hold me, though it stole a little sleep. Somewhere past the silent darkness, hope was calling out to me. Every shadow has to fade when morning finds its way. One more sunrise, one more sunrise, that's enough to make me believe there's a reason to keep trying. One more sunrise, one more sunrise. God has never left my side through every changing tide. I've seen fields that once were empty bloom with colors after rain. I've seen broken hearts discover they could learn to love again. Life may leave us with some questions that no words can ever solve, but faith keeps building quiet bridges where fear once built its walls. The longest road I've ever known still brought me safely home. One more sunrise, one more sunrise, that's enough to make me believe there's a reason to keep trying. One more sunrise, one more sunrise. God has never left my side through every changing tide. If today is all I have, then today is enough. One more step, one more prayer, one more reason to trust. One more sunrise, one more sunrise. Every morning brings new mercy, like the gentle morning light. One more sunrise, one more sunrise. Every valley has an ending, every soul can rise again. One more sunrise, one more sunrise, and I'll keep walking by faith until I reach the light. The first rays touch the open sky, and hope begins to rise. I've stood where hope felt distant, like the stars on cloudy nights, searching for a single reason to keep believing in the light. Every mile had left me weary, every dream seemed far away. Still a quiet voice inside me said, don't stop today. The valley's in where you stay, it's only where you find your way. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. Though the climb is long and steep, keep believing still. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. Every step is leading closer to the promise waiting there. The old oak didn't grow in sunshine every single passing day. It learned its strength through winter winds that never made it break. Now when I face another mountain, I remember what I've seen. The hardest roads can lead us to the places we were meant to be. The rain may hide the morning sky, but it can't stop the sun from rising high. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. Though the climb is long and steep, keep believing still. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. Every step is leading closer to the promise waiting there. I don't need to know tomorrow to find the strength today. The one who paced the morning sky still walks beside my way. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. Every tear has brought me nearer to a heart that's standing still. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. And when I finally reach the top, I'll see why I climbed at all. There's a light beyond the hill, a light beyond the hill. The horizon glows with golden fire, and hope keeps lifting my soul higher. There was a road I never wanted, full of dust and silent tears. Every mile became a lesson, every season shaped the years. I kept asking where tomorrow would finally meet today. But every answer came so gently along the narrow way. Looking back, I finally see the hardest roads were guiding me. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. In the middle of my brokenness, when no one else was there. And turn my deepest wounded nights into a faithful prayer. Now the sun feels a little warmer, and my heart has learned to rest. Not because the road is easy, but because I've been so blessed. The storms still come without a warning. The winds still shake the trees, but fear no longer leads my footsteps. Faith is walking next to me. The mountains didn't disappear. I only learned who walks me there. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. In the middle of my brokenness, when no one else was there. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. And turn my deepest wounded nights into a faithful prayer. If tomorrow brings another storm, I'll lift my eyes instead of fear, because the hands that held me yesterday will still be holding me right here. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. Every scar became a story of a love beyond compare. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. Now every sunrise reminds my soul that hope is always near. Grace found me there. Grace found me there. The morning shines across the fields, and quiet grace is all I feel. There were days I walked through silence with 1,000 doubts inside, looking for a little answer under cold and empty skies. Every dream seemed out of reach then. Every door was closing tight. Still a quiet hope kept whispering, just hold on one more night. The wind may shake the tallest tree, but roots grow deep where no one sees. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, will always find a reason to welcome one more morning. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, God is writing something beautiful beyond what I can see. Now I know that every valley has a lesson wrapped in grace. Every mountain left behind me made me stronger for the race. Life still brings its share of struggles, and the road still has its bends. But faith has taught my weary soul, this is not where hope will end. The clouds may hide the morning sun, but they can't stop the day from coming. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, will always find a reason to welcome one more morning. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, God is writing something beautiful beyond what I can see. I don't need to know each answer or understand each mile. I only need to keep on walking, one prayer at a time. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, has survived the deepest waters and still looks to the sky. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing, every tear becomes a river leading to new life. The heart that keeps believing, the heart that keeps believing. The bells ring softly through the dawn, and faith keeps gently leading on. I know the road has made you weary, and the miles have felt so long. You've carried more than anyone knows, yet somehow you've held on. The mirror shows a few more scars now than it did a year ago, but every one of them reminds you how much you've learned to grow. The rain may fall another day, but it cannot wash your faith away. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. Every step you take in faith is one step closer to the end. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. The road is long, but hope is strong, and grace will lead you home. The river never stops its journey, though the rocks stand in its way. It keeps on moving, keeps believing it will reach the sea someday. And maybe we're a little like it, learning as the seasons change, finding strength in every challenge, growing through the pain. You don't have to run ahead, just keep your eyes on hope instead. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. Every step you take in faith is one step closer to the end. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. The road is long, but hope is strong, and grace will lead you home. One more sunrise waits ahead. One more prayer has yet been said. One more blessing you can't see, maybe closer than you think. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. Every valley has an end, and every heart can mend. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. God has never left your side. He'll be with you to the end. Keep walking, my friend. Keep walking, my friend. The morning breeze begins to rise, and hope is shining in your eyes. There were nights I thought were endless, when the sky refused to clear. I was holding on to hope alone, with trembling hands and fear. Every prayer became a whisper, every step a leap of faith. Still something deep inside my heart said, don't give up today. The longest road I've ever known was leading me back home. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. Though the wind was fierce and strong, it couldn't keep us down. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. Now I know that every tear was watering the
The fields are green because of rain, the river's deep because it flows. The strongest hearts are often shaped by pain that no one knows. I still have mountains left before me and valleys yet to cross, but now I walk with quiet faith instead of fear and loss. I've learned that hope is more than sight. It's choosing faith through every night. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. Though the wind was fierce and strong, it couldn't keep us down. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. Now I know that every tear was watering the ground. If tomorrow brings another rain, I'll lift my eyes above the pain. The God who carried me this far will never leave my heart. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. Every scar became a song that taught my soul to trust. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. And every sunrise now reminds me grace is always enough. We made it through the storm, we made it through the storm. The morning paints the fields with gold, and faith is stronger than before.